I got a gray spot on my forehead. It's alright.
Let your hair grow out.
I'm gonna go bald. It's alright.
Let your hair grow out before you go bald.
Nah.
You're not gonna go bald. How old are you?
25.
You're gonna have thin hair.
Maybe. We'll see.
Look at my hair.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hair everywhere.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Hair everywhere. I don't put
You have curly ass hair. I have straight hair. If I
Yours
do
is
it, mine looks like a bowl, and I've seen my hair long. It's
Like
not
a
good.
bowl.
Like a bowl.
like the one you just smoked, like a bowl.
It was great.
It was great. All right.
All right, so this is the Imagiknowledge podcast. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome. This is your host today.
This is your host today. I'm always the co-host.
All right. This is your host today. My name is Alexis.
Also,
AKA Imagiknowledge. If you want to listen to my music, it's de-imagined. But if you really want to know me, you can assume I'm God, okay?
and I'm John.
And this is John here.
This is John. I'm John. I'm always gonna be John.
He's
Hopefully, a good person someday. You know.
Good person now, better person later.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
So, what are we talking about today, Alexis?
So today, we're going to talk about some interesting topics that might interest these viewers, hopefully.
Interesting
if
as
you don't, let
fuck.
us fucking know, dude, because we'll switch these topics and talk about...
Talk about some cool shit, you know? Name 10 books.
Name 10 books. Name 10 books. So today we're going to talk about serotonin and dopamine.
Oh, wow, dude.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing right there.
Wow, guys. All right, so what is serotonin? When you hear the word serotonin, before I actually tell you what it is,
Right.
what do you get the sense of?
No idea. No idea
on.
whatsoever. But if I were to
You know,
guess...
like, just guess.
Yeah,
What
well-
comes up in your brain as soon as I say the word
I don't know,
serotonin?
happiness, fucking good feelings.
Okay.
Some kind of relief of some kind, you know?
Okay.
Like an ease of something,
An
you know?
ease.
Certain chemical ease, your body's just like, whoa, cool. And then I know dopamine is like motivation type shit where it's like,
Yes.
and it makes effort feel good. I know that. Quote from Human Lab podcast. Love that
We're
guy.
on serotonin right now, though.
Yeah.
You're getting ahead of yourself, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Serotonin.
Serotonin
Back to
first.
serotonin.
Serotonin first. So yeah, that would be my discussion for
That's
serotonin.
all you know about serotonin.
Yeah, it just makes you happy. There's a sense of an easiness to it, you know? It's a chemical of some kind in your fucking brain. I know that because you know what I'm saying? So that's basically it, but that's very generic, and I feel like I'm missing a lot. So please enlighten me. What am I missing?
Please enlighten me.
What am I missing?
Well, according to what I've heard, mainly from Hooverman and other people that studied like psychedelics and the
Yeah.
effects of serotonin, because psychedelics bind to the serotonergic receptors.
Okay.
And that's why people feel so good while they're on them. Specifically psilocybin and LSD.
Which is shrooms and drugs. Okay.
Yeah. And then MDMA.
Also drugs.
Very drugs.
Very drugs.
Very drugs. Those three really tap into that system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that system is mainly, you know how sometimes you're walking throughout the day and everything's cool.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Today was a good day shit from Ice Cube. Today was
Basically.
a good day.
Like exact that. Like, you know how he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, we're chilling though.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be alright.
Mm-hmm.
That feeling is the serotonin. That
Nice.
exact feeling, like everything's alright.
Nice.
It's not everything's like ecstatic. That's not the feeling.
Right.
Everything is the feeling of everything being alright.
Like on a cloudy day. Like, you know, there's not too much sun. This is for me, in my case. For me, it's a cloudy day.
Cloudy days. Yeah.
Fucking love cloudy days, bro.
Amazing.
Fucking Vegas, too much sun, bro. Love cloudy days.
Facts.
Too much fucking sun. So,
Yeah.
love cloudy days. Love early mornings with coffee and a blunt.
Right.
Serotonin on end. You know what I'm saying?
So the feeling when you're like everything's cool, serotonin as fuck.
As fuck.
And then when you feel like when everything's not cool, you have low serotonin.
Yeah.
But
Irritation? Does that mean like irritation?
It could be irritation, yeah. Yeah. And like for example, let's say well this way there's serotonin they can release by thinking of particular thoughts.
Mm.
But it's mainly just the chain of thoughts that you have been thinking over and over.
So based off your reaction?
It's your reaction to your thoughts specifically, yeah. Because it's like, let's say you're mad that you're thinking about particular things.
Mm-hmm.
Problem, obviously.
Right.
You know? But serotonin would be low in that state because you're not enjoying what's happening.
Okay.
the level of okayness is low.
Low.
And then mainly you can improve serotonin by being grateful. Because serotonin is
Nice.
known as a gratefulness molecule.
Fuck. I'm gonna sneeze.
Sneeze, go.
I'm gonna try. Hold on, but keep going.
Gosh, I'll end your sneeze now so you don't interrupt later.
Bro, don't do that because that actually fucking works. I hate you, dog. Go
Alright,
ahead.
So we're talking about serotonin, and it's the gratefulness chemical. It's like you can't be full of serotonin, okay,
Yeah.
and be ungrateful.
I'm sorry. I'm still tripping over the fact you got rid of my sneeze, dog. Shout out. You're an asshole for that.
Thanks, my friend.
All right. You said serotonin. What? I'm sorry?
Gratefulness.
Gratefulness, and they kind of equate to each other, or you can
Yes.
trigger serotonin by enacting gratefulness, like being.
Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
That's amazing.
The most, what do you call it? Intense serotonin naturally, obviously, without the
Naturally.
drugs. The most energetic surge of serotonin you're gonna get is from seeing others being genuinely grateful, like
Seeing others,
or you being.
or myself being. Okay.
It's like either you are being super grateful to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm viewing you, and you're genuinely being grateful,
Yeah.
or I'm being genuinely grateful to you. Either or works good.
I feel it.
Or we can see two people that are like, "Fuck yeah, let's go," and you're like, "Fuck yeah, let's fucking go." You know,
I feel that.
like that. So it's always like that.
Always.
So it's gratefulness is that fact that you're like grateful. I mean, serotonin is the fact that you're grateful if it feels like that. It feels good. Feels okay.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Feels great, dude.
Amazing.
So I knew it was the feel good. I was
It's
on the right
definitely
track.
feel good.
Just I knew it was on the feel good kind of state,
Right.
but genuinely, like in a sense of being grateful because it's
Genuine.
like, yeah, there's no
I
faking
can't
being
be
grateful.
like,
you
I
know?
appreciate you, John. And they can't just be words.
I mean,
We're
you
not talking
can.
About,
You-
you're right, but we're not talking about the words here. We're talking
Yeah.
about the sensation, the feeling you get.
Yeah,
We're not talking about gratefulness as the word,
yeah,
but as the fucking feeling.
yeah. Like giving charity to somebody and then being grateful for your
And
charity.
then you feel that grateful.
You feel they're
It's
grateful.
the difference because you could talk about gratefulness and I can be like, I'm grateful for you, but I didn't feel nothing as I said it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's those times where you're
It's kind of like we're like good for you kind of thing. Like, hey, good for you. You know.
super like you're just saying it out of being kind. Mm-hmm. It's not totally genuine, but you do mean it.
Yeah, you do mean it for them to have a good place.
Yeah,
It's you're like you're
exactly.
grateful for
you're
them.
Right, but you're not feeling gratefulness. In your
Right,
mind,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you.
It's like the difference between talking about the word water and drinking the water. It's different, you know, because you can drink the water or just talk about the word water, and only drinking the water will you know that it quenches your thirst.
Yeah.
Same thing with gratefulness. Only being truly grateful. Faded motherfucker, dude.
I am, but like that's I know that. You
know what I'm saying,
'cause
though. You know-
I
you
know
know
exactly what you're
exactly.
saying. I know exactly what you're saying, but it's just like whoa,
Whoa.
mini mind explosions. In
Mini-
my mind, it's
mini
just like,
mind-
hey, dude, you're faded. But yeah,
And then and then the next question was, so what does serotonin feel like?
serotonin feels good.
It feels great.
Feels really good.
It's like, fuck
And then you also talked about how you could trigger it by feeling grateful.
fully grateful.
You know, being grateful for your limbs, your fingers, your digits.
Fully, especially if you're legit grateful for those kinds of things,
Mm-hmm.
like just grateful to be alive.
Yeah,
You did.
you feel good.
Dude,
Yeah,
life is good.
life is really good.
But if you're over here being a fucking ungrateful bitch,
Ungrateful fucking shithead.
Yeah,
you know
like-
who you are.
they're like, everybody has a life. I want more.
Yeah.
You know, that's when you're like, bro, this is how your fucking serotonin level will go to shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And we talked about this before because
Mm-hmm.
we were talking about,
Bad parenting. Fuck those kids, bro.
right. But we're talking about like serotonin and suicide.
Whoa. Yeah, you're right.
We
did.
talked about that,
That was
yeah.
pretty bad.
It
Don't
was
do
it was a good topic. It's just, morbid as people would say.
Yeah.
But
Very negative.
it's
Don't do
not
it.
negative. Because suicide, the aspect of self, is negative. Talking about it, not so negative.
Yeah.
Depends how you're
That's
talking
true.
about it.
That's true. I'll agree to that. I'll agree to that.
We're just talking about it.
Yeah.
But like the suicidal aspect will come from a very low, super low serotonin in the brain.
Yeah.
Because you can't be everything can't be okay. And
Of course not.
and you being like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
So, like-
what is life?
Exactly. You get these questions like, what the fuck am I here?
Yeah.
You know? And if you have high serotonin, those questions are basically not allowed in your brain because you're already past that. You're like everything's cool.
My purpose is here. We're
You're
good.
exactly. You're good already.
Yeah.
It's like everything's fine. We just need to thrive here.
So there's just lack of purpose, low energy,
Right.
low happiness.
Yeah.
It's just
And that's assorted. That's assorted from having a really bad life.
right.
Because it's hard to have a horrible life as a kid and just fix it. Right?
Yeah,
It's very hard. It takes time. That's why psychologists and all this trauma like work needs to be done and shit. But like for most people, like it's not normal to commit suicide.
No.
Because it's not normal to have that bad of a life.
Yeah, it must be like tragedy after tragedy.
Exactly.
You know?
Like no hope.
Yeah.
There can't be any hope. That's when that happens, you know?
Right.
But
Of course not.
And that'll be very low serotonin, and you will only be capable of committing suicide because you're ungrateful for your life itself, you know?
Right.
You are like, why am I here? What the fuck was the point of being born when I'm born to this shit,
That's crazy.
you know? And then if you are normal serotonin, you'll be like, or higher, you'll be like, there must be a reason why all this is happening. You know?
Right. Because you don't feel that way. You kind of feel.
It's not about being throwing away your life. It's about like, how do you fix this?
Yeah.
How do you fix this?
You're focusing on the good. You're like trying to find an actual solution instead of just wallowing in the fucking.
Because you're feeling fine enough.
Right.
But if you're not even there, everything sucks, and it's just getting worse. Suicide because you're ungrateful for life.
That's crazy.
Because there's nothing to be grateful.
And that's just a tragedy. Yeah, that's just tragedy.
It's just
That's just tragic,
it's what happens,
man. That's hopelessness.
Nobody likes it. We don't like it. We wish we could fix it on the spot. But it's the thing.
It's just hard to distance yourself if you can relate to it so heavily. It's hard to distance yourself from that sadness, you know. Because I'm sure everybody has been there. Everybody knows somebody who's been there. It's a very awful thing. But
like sadness or depression or suicide.
What led to all of those things to make that person make that decision? You know, like what heaviness must they have felt? But we could talk about that another time. I feel like that's a little heavy. We want to keep this a little bit lighter. But in so coincides with the low serotonin levels, to which a person might be easier to be led to make those decisions. Right. Okay.
And then there's drugs that they take, especially people that are depressed.
Heroin, meth.
No.
Are you talking about like prescription pills?
Prescription drugs.
Oh yeah, that too for sure. Like
take
Xanax and fucking
all kinds of shit. But there's ones that are the serotonin uptake inhibitors, and they basically there was like science done, experiments with people, and they're like the people that are depressed have low serotonin.
Yeah.
And they're like it's only because their body is unable to recycle the serotonin.
Oh shit.
Or they either unable to recycle it or unable to make enough.
You can recycle that shit?
Yeah, you can recycle everything.
That's right.
Everything you don't pee out or shed out is being recycled.
That's crazy. You got to remember that too. Because like A. Huberman said, dopamine is a non-renewable source. It run out, but it can't like truly extinguish, you know?
It's always more being made.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can't run out because it's always more being made. It's
very cool.
It's useful. Like without dopamine, you literally would do nothing.
No, of course not. I'll sit on my ass all fucking day long.
Literally, and be
I hate
fine.
those days, bro.
And be fine with
I hate those days because I know that.
Right.
But yeah, that leads us into our next topic. Or are we?
Nah, that's fine. Yeah. Now we're talking about dopamine.
All right, now we can talk about dopamine. Yeah, I've been waiting. So
what is dopamine? What are your thoughts?
Motivation drug.
Exactly. Yeah. It's motivation hormone.
Motivation hormone. Sorry, not a drug. Excuse my vernacular.
Yeah, because hormones are the chemicals that your body makes.
Right.
That's literally the definition.
Hormones. Got you.
So, something new today. What is dopamine to you besides that?
Besides motivation?
Elaborate.
Well, intense pleasure. I know dopamine is involved with pleasure. I know it's involved with like gratification a little bit.
Yes.
There are ways that I learned from Andrew Huberman to like, to not stack dopamine, like cold showers, music, and because music is one. Music makes you feel good. It's like empowering in a sense. I use music all the time in our profession. And then what was the other one? Cold showers. Cold showers is another good one that fucking spikes your shit, dopamine and shit. And then the third one would be like working out. Like how we do for training and shit, because it sparks intensity. That's another gratifying. That's a sense of gratification because you're getting stronger.
Like,
that also involves itself. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then also, what else? Oh, like when you're having sex with another person, there's a dopamine release when you both, one or the other or both at the same time climax. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
And that happens, and then dopamine is released, and then what is it? It's not melanin. It's something. It's another hormone that's released.
Oxytocin.
Is it oxytocin?
Oxytocin.
Okay,
That's
released. That makes you very mellow, right?
No, that's serotonin still. So first, like right there, you will release a bunch of dopamine,
Yeah.
and as soon as the dopamine spikes, it will start dropping, and serotonin will start rising.
Right.
But that's the one that makes you feel like, let's go.
Yeah. But what's the one that kind of makes you feel like depleted? The one that increases because you had such a radical spike. Now there's a
Probably
drop.
Up of adrenaline, probably. What's another word?
Is it I don't know if it's norepinephrine.
That's adrenaline.
Is it?
Yeah. Whatever.
I need to study this.
Yeah.
I need to study this.
Like norepinephrine is just the name they give for the adrenaline in your
Right.
brain, and epinephrine is just the technical name for adrenaline.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like in sex, I'll say dopamine, of course, because you're reaching a goal there. You're trying to reach a goal here.
Right.
And then as soon as that goal is finished, serotonin and oxytocin.
Yeah.
So serotonin just the overall everything's great.
Everything
right
just
now.
feels
It's fucking
amazing.
good.
Oh yeah.
And then oxytocin will create the bond.
Oh, the bonding shit.
That's the bonding
that's
chemical.
cool.
Yeah, it happens with people, like people you're having sex with, friends,
Yeah.
or
Friends
just
with benefits.
family. I said sex, but any kind of bond with anybody.
Yeah. Right.
It can be your dog. It can be family. It can be anybody. But in sex, obviously, it happens a lot stronger.
Yeah. Right.
Because there's
you're fucking.
stuff going on here that you're not doing with other people that are
It's
like,
much more intimate. The
Exactly.
the intimacy level.
That's the word. The intimate part.
The intimacy
makes a
level
higher
is
bond.
much higher.
Exactly.
So
That makes sense.
anyway,
But dopamine.
dopamine is the shit.
So
Also,
like, one question: if you
What's
were
up?
to teach this to a child,
yeah.
what would be your way of trying to communicate what this dopamine is?
Well, getting them to try hard, and then so I would getting them to in a competition kind of like mindset to kind of compete, because once they're engaged in whatever they're gonna want to do, they're gonna want to try to win whatever they're doing. They're gonna want to try
Right.
to do it, and if you kind of just lead them on to that path, if it's gratifying to see, oh look, you did that, like oh shit, you're capable now, or like there's a lesson to be learned, or there's something that comes with doing that,
Right.
or doing the whatever the job is at hand, the task, we'll call it.
Right.
And then if they solve it, there's a solution that's gratifying that will either be a treat or it's knowledge that helps them deal with shit in the world. The real world.
Right. But what I mean is that how would you get the kid to acknowledge what dopamine is?
Oh,
Not how to have healthy levels of dopamine itself. Like let's say let's give you in a
feels
scenario.
good. So motivation.
Let's give you in a scenario.
What kid feels motivated? Tell me that.
most kids should.
But yeah, okay.
But
tell
like
me.
let's say there's a 16, 17-year-old that he keeps hearing this word dopamine.
Okay.
He just keeps hearing this word like dopamine, and then he's like, "Hey, John,
right.
what the fuck is this word dopamine
That's
mean,
different,
dog?"
though. That's not a kid. That's a fucking teen. When you're
That's
thinking
why
of
I
kids,
stopped
I'm
the
thinking
kid because
of,
you can't tell this kid that.
Right, but I'm thinking of my nieces who are kids. Who
Yeah, like, you
they
can
kinda
explain it
know,
to
but they
her.
don't.
Right,
teach them like a kid. But
That's
if you
why
said a
it's like-
17-year-old kid, that's different. He's got a cognition
Something they can
level.
learn it, the
Exactly.
words, yeah.
He understands that.
Right, so
but-
he's like dopamine. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, if I'm putting it in words to a kid like that, then I would say the same thing. Probably just motivation, or like give him a task that get him to want to do something like the gym.
Right.
Because when you throw me in the gym for personal experience, you do the motions, but your form has to be fucking immaculate. That's why you're doing that shit correctly. If you're not, you're kind of like it's a competition against yourself. Can I do this next rep with good form and still finish the workout? And if you're fucking up, you're fucking up, and you don't want to fuck up. You don't want to look like noodle arms in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody
You want to
does.
look like strong, controlled, and fucking like you're pulling that fucking muscle. So that's why, in a sense, it's self-competitive to make you want to do better.
Right.
That self-improvement aspect. And the motivation is kind of there, but it's the self-improvement, the need to want to be better is what I would spark.
I'm not sure if you're getting my question,
I don't think I am.
But-
What is your question?
but I get what you're saying. maybe you're not answering the question as I'm asking it, because maybe I'm not portraying it correctly. But I'll give you an example of how I would teach somebody.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
You
let's
know?
see. Let's see if I'm stupid.
Because
I'm
it always
probably-
comes down. Because it always comes down to evolution with me.
Okay.
I'm like, so your body made dopamine, serotonin, and all this stuff for a reason.
Okay.
Okay, so the best example is the hunger or thirst aspect. So like you're hungry or thirsty. Choose one.
Fucking hungry right now.
All right, so you're hungry, right?
Alright.
We're back in the day. We're not normal humans. You can't go in the fridge right now. Well, you can, but we're not this human right now. We're the humans that have to go get the food, not
So
just
there's
go
a
to the
need?
fridge.
So there's a need
Like you have to
that
go
you're
do it.
presenting. Yeah,
Yeah.
a need.
Like
just
you're
to hunt.
hungry. You're hungry,
You need to hunt.
and you need food.
Yeah, so you need.
So you need to go do shit to get that fucking food.
Right.
Yeah. So the dopamine, it starts rising right there and then. As soon as you acknowledge you're hungry,
Yeah.
it starts motivating you to go get that food.
Okay.
That's dopamine in the most simplest way to form
Okay.
it. And like when you said, that's why you're not getting what I'm saying.
I'm not. I'm
But you're
focusing too
answering
much,
the
yeah.
question.
I'm focusing too much on the motivation aspect, not the
Exactly.
dopaminetic.
That's why I was asking you,
need,
like,
yeah. That makes
somebody's
more
asking you
sense.
about dopamine. How do you tell him what
Yeah.
that is?
I tied that too much to motivation, I guess.
Except, but it is. I just told you it is motivation.
Yeah, but there's a need that rises from that. That's
And
what motivation
that-
stems from.
and the
is you
dopamine-
need the need
yeah.
for things. You
Yeah,
know?
'cause yeah.
Like you said, you're hungry, you're thirsty. You need to hunt. You need to go get water.
And the
if you're thirsty.
motivation, the dopamine,
know?
it's the feeling of yourself being motivated to go towards that.
Right. So does that also have anything to do with the gratification process once you get it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, very much.
Right.
Very much.
Okay. So it spikes a lot. It spikes a little.
Yeah, it's
Does it
like, so
depend?
you're here, right?
Right.
You're here hungry as fuck, thirsty as fuck, whatever. And then over here is full of food and full of water.
Right.
So, okay? So the dopamine, let's say this will be down here and this will be up here because the dopamine will be rising until you get it.
Right.
As soon as you get it, dopamine drops.
Drops because you got it.
And guess what goes up?
Serotonin.
Serotonin goes
Serotonin.
up.
Yeah, I'm learning.
And dopamine and serotonin are not always spiked at the same time for the reason you just saw.
Yeah.
Because serotonin spikes when everything's okay.
Yeah.
And dopamine spikes when everything's not.
When it's not okay.
When you're
you
moving.
need to go do something.
Exactly. When you're moving towards
Got you.
that feeling of being okay. You know what I'm saying? And then,
Yeah.
so those two chemicals work together, but not at the same time. You know?
Whoa.
And this is one of the main reasons why people that are high, like people that have really high accomplishments.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, for example,
Trophies in school. Fucking.
not even
top
higher than
honors.
that.
What do you mean?
Like Olympics and
Oh, shit.
like bodybuilders that are like, I'm the fucking first, let's fucking go.
Okay.
Or like top G scientists, top of the line.
Okay.
They get depressed after they achieve their goal. Okay?
Why? Okay.
And that's because they reach such a high in dopamine, they don't know what's gonna get them there again. Okay?
Wow.
And this has been studied in Olympians. That not the bodybuilders, but the actual people that win the Olympics.
Okay.
And they're like, they have reached their goal and now they're depressed.
Because
What else are they gonna do?
Yeah,
you know? That's the feeling.
There's no purpose. Well, what the fuck? There's so much to do though. What the fuck?
Yeah, but the problem is that the way they did it, they waited to have a huge celebration after the goal was achieved instead of
so
trying
now
to enjoy it
Okay.
little by little. So that you're like,
Yeah. so
instead
now
of at the
what's
very
next?
end, fucking 10 years later, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
No, that's never gonna happen again, bro.
That's crazy.
Maybe 10 years later when you figure out something else to do,
That's crazy.
but it's not gonna happen, you know?
Well,
So
probably
you're gonna it's like yeah. So there's scientists already like Andrew Huberman. He's like, dude, if you really want to get it right, and you're about to achieve something great, have small celebrations on the journey.
Nice.
It's like just like, hey, take all your friends out to eat. You know,
Nice.
like every once in a while, you're like, we're the shit, dude. We're doing good.
We are the shit.
We deserve this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then later, when you get that full achievement throttle of that shit, like we fucking
It doesn't hit you as high.
Yes.
It doesn't go as high. So you're like, oh fuck yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
We're good.
ex-
On
yeah.
to the next.
And yeah, exactly. The difference is that the baseline for the beginning was down here, and as soon as you peaked, it was all the way up here.
Right.
But when you have a small accomplishment,
Celebration,
it's like
moderated.
it's like this tiny difference, you know.
Okay.
And the difference is what makes you feel like you're fine.
Right. So
When
if
it's
you have that
the huge
celebration,
difference
it's
makes you
like-
feel like you're shit, like the shit.
That's hard though.
It's hard to control it, yeah.
It's hard to
but
control.
it's only
your-
because you don't know.
Yeah.
As soon as you know that if you don't do it,
Yeah.
it's only gonna end up worse afterwards. It's like, what the fuck was the point then?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like,
Imagine
what the fuck, bro.
Imagine
What the fuck?
accomplished all of your goals just to feel like shit.
Gym.
no.
Some days.
You know?
Oh, it looks like shit. Oh, I feel like shit. Oh, I need to take a shit. Best day ever. Hey, how we doing, big guy? I say big guy because he's fucking stronger than me in the gym right now.
He's big,
But that can change.
he's bigger, but I'm stronger.
Stronger, but that can change. It's all good though.
Very fast.
It's all good. I humbly accept any teachings.
But yes, we're here.
Whoo, that's
Don't make-
what is this? Is this on heater or is this on cool?
It's all cool.
Oh, so you're okay.
I'm a little hot.
You're a little hot. You're a little bitch. No, I'm kidding.
I'm wearing a teddy bear
I'm
jacket.
kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, so
But
dopamine,
So-
motivation,
so-
beautiful.
so do it right. If you're about to accomplish, if you're going to accomplish a big goal,
Like
sure
get
you
fucking jacked.
do little celebrations.
Yeah.
So that when you reach the goal, it's not a big drop of dopamine.
Nice.
You know, because you're gonna have a huge surge of serotonin. But if your dopamine is super low, you're gonna feel unmotivated to do anything.
Exactly.
But being okay with it,
Yeah.
which is not good.
You know what helps me? Relatable gym TikToks.
Oh, where you're like,
I don't, yeah, I don't spend like a lot of time on that shit, but just like I like the ones where they see him lifting, like Alex Eubank, they'll see him posing, and then they'll just have fucking just getting after it. Then you'll see dudes with fucking hoodies on,
just the fucking
getting
looking
that
all
shit, you
like,
know. I'm like
feeling-
fucking just let's get it. But the most motivation I get is seeing like back, like just muscle activation, like the back,
Right,
like
how
the
it does
biceps,
look,
just
yeah.
lifting and shit. I'm like, man, because when you see it, it's that yo, I want that. I need to go do
Like,
that.
new
I need to
goal
feel that
acquired.
good, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I wonder if my back can look that
Yeah,
good.
and that's how it is with everything.
Mhm.
Like people will see, like I see Andrew Hooverman, and I'm like,
yeah, jacked.
fucking goals, bro.
I'm saying.
Like, bro, being that smart and fit as he is,
Mhm.
and fully tatted
Yeah,
and cool as fuck,
cool as fuck.
like, bro.
Nice as fuck too, bro. I'm
Bro,
sure. Genuinely
the
nice.
coolest dude.
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude's a godsend, man.
I'm like,
you're
can,
amazing.
can everybody just kind of be like you, bro?
Can
but-
will you please get more like this man,
Like-
please?
Make some babies, dog. Come on.
Fucking let's go. Or gentlemen, let's rise to the challenge and be great, open minded, and fucking dope.
Well-
You know what you can do.
But people like that, you know. So that you're like, that. Well, that's the last topic, aspirations, but
Yeah.
but like you're looking up to someone
Mm-hmm.
because they have acquired what you haven't.
Yeah, like a mentor.
Yeah. But you're motivating. That's motivating to you
Yeah.
because you're like, damn. Instead of being jealous,
Yeah.
you're envious in a healthy way.
Yeah,
Which means
exactly.
that you're like, damn. I'm fucking glad that motherfucker has that shit. It's
Yeah.
like that's fucking dope. I want to have that too.
Exactly.
You know?
Because it's like you kind of get a sense of, oh, bro, that's not that hard to get. Like I can.
It's
That's
something
actually.
you could accomplish.
I can achieve. I can see myself achieving that.
Exactly,
Shit. You
yeah.
feel me? Like
Straight facts.
that's crazy, huh? It's like, oh, bro. As soon as you think like that, it's like, oh, he can do it. You know, why can't I do that shit?
You're right.
You know?
It's
So,
like let me talk to that guy.
in a healthy way. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
So dopamine feels like you want to do stuff.
You need to do stuff.
Base. That's the harder extreme
Harder
of it.
extreme. You need to do
They're
shit.
like, hey, if you don't do this shit, you're dead, homeboy.
If you don't work out, you're weak.
And basically.
If you don't meditate, you a bitch. No, I'm kidding. I'm
and
kidding.
that leads to the next topic, meditation.
Meditation. Let's go.
And it's like, so I'm gonna ask you, what do you think meditation is?
Meditation is calming of the mind, focusing of the inner senses in an interior or exterior way, like focusing, closing your eyes and focusing on the fucking shit around you, using your ears and senses and smells and shit. Just kind of just analyze what the fuck's going on, or you can just sit there and still you close your eyes. It helps you kind of focus and focus inward. You know, you could focus on your thoughts, form of self-reflection. We'll talk about that later. Or you can feel your blood. You try to like hear your heartbeat. try to soften your heart rate, try to lower that so you can relax, enter the flow state. There's lots of things you can do for meditation. What I like to do for meditation is if I'm feeling fucking just irritated as fuck, I'll focus on the shit of the outward. I like to sit in the outside on my balcony in a chair, close my eyes,
like a little reset.
yeah, and hear the fucking trees. If it's kind of windy or whatever, just hear the trees move.
Right.
And hear the trees talk, man. It's fucking awesome. And then, on days where I feel like an asshole, where I feel like I could have handled situations better, I'll self-reflect. Look inward,
Right.
and recall memories and shit about what I did.
I don't know
Kinda
why you do
address
that.
that.
I really don't know why you do that.
I have such a need to be
That
a
sounds
great person,
detrimental.
but also I guess I don't have a vice on my characteristics and morals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I can feel I don't have a good like vice on being an asshole. Like there are times where my assholeness kind of slips out, and I don't intend to be, but I just am. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. It's kind of fucked up.
It's like untamed.
Yeah, it's unintentional, but it's there, and I'm
Right,
like,
right.
oh fuck. Later, I shouldn't have
You're
said.
like, should've kept
you
that
know?
in.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like fuck. I guess that still stems from some immaturity that I have to deal with, some sense I'm not developed in that.
It's like a
but-
habit you developed that was useful but isn't anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I have no idea why. I need to address that and reflect on that too. Another topic of reflection, but self-improvement is the goal behind that, and
Specifically meditation, yeah.
yeah, and
Self-improvement,
recalling, yeah. Just memory recall, seeing how you could have handled shit better, like analyzing what the fuck you did, like trying to put yourself in other people's perspectives and like see what you could have done better, how you could have talked to that person, how you would want to be talked to. So you could just break that down, trying to be nice. It's hard to remember all these things in the moment, bro. But
It is.
if you can, you're truly ascended per individual. So
Ascend.
ascension, you know what I'm saying? So
Like,
that's what I feel like comes to meditation itself.
there's probably so many types of meditations though, so
Oh yeah, there's so many.
it's very
But that's
broad. It's very
what me
broad.
as lowly John knows.
For me, right now, I'm using the meditation app called Waking Up by Sam Harris.
Oh shit.
Great.
Still have yet to download that app.
I told him to do it. He hasn't done it.
I'm a lazy fuck. I'm sorry.
And he talks about meditation as being a tactic to live an examined life, which is self-reflection in an aspect.
Yeah.
So he makes it an examined life because you're looking at your life and fixing the problems, like self-reflection.
Self-reflection.
But in
Oh.
the one aspect you did miss, one aspect. I don't know if you did miss it or if you
was?
just didn't say it. He's like in a non-judgmental way.
Oh, bro, but that's self-judgmental. I judge the fuck out of myself.
No. You have to not.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, he's like.
That's probably what I'm missing, bro.
That's why I'm like.
That's probably what I'm
did
missing.
you not say this and
No,
you
I did
think
not.
about it?
No, I didn't,
It's-
because I subconsciously do that because self-judgment. Though that's why I was like, yo, I'm judging
'Cause you
myself.
think
I
that's
didn't
okay.
think to judge other people. I know it's bad to judge.
It's bad to
but
judge in general.
in general.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck if it's bad to judge myself, because I'll judge the fuck out of myself. I know when I'm being an asshole. I truly know
Right.
when I'm being a piece of shit, or if I'm, could do better. If I'm being a simp, hey, quit being a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he says that he's like, you wanna examine your life with no judgment.
That's hard, my
It's
friend.
hard. It's
How do you-
hard,
how
but
do
it's
you
the
do
best way
that?
to fix life itself.
No judgment. So like, what? No.
There's no, it's like you're a bitch out of nowhere. You think a thought, and you
You're
think a
bitch.
thought, and you're like, why are you so angry? You don't. You're this all judgmental thoughts that get in
Yeah.
the way of fixing anything.
Wow. So I guess I'm subconsciously very judgmental. Maybe that's.
It's specifically towards yourself.
Well, most definitely.
Well, maybe towards others, but
Others,
right here
for
we're talking
sure.
about towards
Wow.
yourself.
Maybe
It's a bad habit.
you're getting somewhere, my friend. You're getting somewhere.
It's a bad habit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it was
But-
probably good at one point,
Not anymore.
but it's like, hey, dude,
Calm down.
that's enough. That's enough.
Calm down.
But he's like, you want to live an examined life.
Yeah.
That's what meditation helps you with.
Okay.
And he's like, imagine being capable of thinking about something without completely destroying the thought. And he does meditations where you're like, he teaches you what your capabilities are as in mind-wise and focus.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, right now we're gonna do a meditation. You're gonna focus on your breath.
Mm-hmm.
Just to realize that you're gonna try to focus on your breath for less than 30 seconds, and you're gonna have a wandering thought. And the point of the meditation itself is to acknowledge that you will wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts are gonna just start going.
Yeah, but is centering yourself is the exercise?
The exercise, yeah. The exercise is that, but the acknowledgement that you are distractible as fuck is very important. Very important.
So what does that mean once you figure out you're very distractible as fuck?
If you realize that you have to put a lot more effort than you think
Oh, okay. Into focusing and
into
not.
just not being dragged out by some random thought.
Do you empty your mind? Is that the practice of emptying your mind? To that is that a
No.
form of meditation or is that
Yes, that is. But you can't empty your mind.
right? So
But-
okay, that's different from because you're centering it because
Right.
it's wandering.
What you're talking about, it's not judging your mind. That's emptying it.
Okay.
Because you're capable of looking at the whole without being like, I don't like this part.
Right.
You're emptying the fucking the laser that just focuses on one thing and wants to destroy it.
Okay.
That's what you're trying to do. Through self-reflection and judgment, you're like, I don't like this part of myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're trying to kill it. Not good. You know? You just gotta be like, it's like the warrior in the garden. It's like, no, it was useful to be a warrior once. But not now. Same thought, same shit. So you're not necessarily out here trying to destroy parts of your mind. You're just trying to have more control or have the mind have less control over you.
Kind of want to eliminate bad habits, most
Right.
definitely.
But what you're trying to do there is have your mind not control you.
Right.
Because your mind will control you, but you want to be able to just be like, not right now. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're like, you
Yeah.
wanted to do it,
Yeah, exactly.
like because it's fine.
Like getting fucking pissed off. You're like, hey, not right now, okay?
It's like relax.
I'm feeling too good to be pissed off right now.
Exactly.
Chill out.
And that would lead to that.
Yeah.
So just meditating will lead to that. Because it's just the anger will, because nobody wants to be angry. You know?
Usually.
No. No, nobody wants to be angry.
Somebody, I woke up and chose violence.
That's a different
Anger.
kind of angry.
Anger.
That's
violence.
like excited.
Those are the people who don't want peace. They want problems always.
Yeah. But like nobody necessarily wants to actually feel angry. And that
Okay.
takes effort.
Yeah,
That takes
absolutely.
effort. And then when you're like, well, I don't want to put effort into that. It just
Yeah.
fades, you know? But another aspect that he talks about is like, can you think of what you were thinking about before you were thinking about it? Is that a mouthful?
A little bit, but keep going. Can you think about what you were thinking about before you were thinking about it?
Like imagine you're
A little
meditating,
bit,
right?
yeah.
You're meditating
Because you're thinking about
and you're focusing on your breath.
You're calm. Yeah. Okay.
You're just focusing on your breath. This is what you're doing. You're
Okay.
sitting down, you're focusing on your breath,
Yeah.
and then out of nowhere, your mind starts to think.
Bird.
Type shit.
Okay.
But it's like a full on conversation. Just going off
Is
like,
it a
damn,
bird? Is it a
I did this
plane?
today. I know this, blah blah blah. It keeps going.
fuck?
And then he's like, try to grab the thought
Uh-huh.
without forgetting it.
Okay.
It's very hard.
How the fuck?
Very hard.
Grab the thought without forgetting it.
Like hold it in your mind
yeah.
without forgetting what the thought was. Which is very hard.
Yeah. The more you focus, the more you kind of forget a little
Yes,
bit, huh?
yes.
So-
It's like you're trying to grab the dream you just woke out of.
Oh fuck.
It's
Okay.
very hard.
That's very hard.
Yeah. And he's like,
Sounds
notice
easy.
how hard that really is.
Yeah.
And notice that is what is happening to you at all points. Like, you don't acknowledge this. But look, you sit down and try to do it and it doesn't work. And he's like, he just wants you to acknowledge this.
Whoa.
He's like, it's like,
Whoa.
it's very hard now. But it
Right.
could get a lot easier just through practice.
That's crazy.
And so he talks about that. He's like, have the ability, like right now, if you focus on your finger, you can focus on your finger, but you can also see everything that's around it that is out of focus.
Right.
But then you look at your finger and you could lose the focus on your finger and focus on your peripheral.
Okay.
He's like, I want you to do both at the same time. That's what meditation will help you do. It's hard. But
Whoa.
he's like, but it takes time.
Takes fucking effort.
Yeah.
For sure.
So he's like, you want to examine yourself with no judgment because a judgment will kill the examining. You know what I'm saying?
Kinda.
It's a hard thing to grasp. He's like, I'm only able to tell you this because I did it for so long. Like he did a silent retreatment. where he just legit was quiet for a whole year.
Whoa.
Not one word spoken.
Whoa.
And then he figured all this shit out.
That's crazy.
And I was like, well, thank you for telling me because this is useful.
This is beautiful as fuck. Thank you, Alan Watts.
No, Sam Harris.
Sam Harris. My fault.
He's alive.
Thank you, Sam Harris. I thought we were talking about Alan.
And then Alan Watts is up too.
Oh, my fucking chest is sore. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
And then he said, how is meditation useful? So, and that's how it's useful.
Reflection, self-reflection is fuck.
It helps you know who you are and fix those problems.
And focusing on not focusing.
And then what is mindfulness? That's what I kind of answered.
Ooh, mindfulness? What I think mindfulness is like being self-conscious or being conscious of your mannerisms, so how you say things, like being mindful of how you speak. You know, you kind of take the time to say things a little bit better, or you word them differently, because you may not be able to like joke, or may have the same kind of rapport or connection with other people, so you have to word things differently than rather with your homies, where you could just tell your fucking homie, hey, you smell like a fucking piece of shit, go shower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, being mindful of your words.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hey, do you have deodorant? I can get you some. You know, it's like, it kind of, without me being a jerk. You know what I'm saying? I don't intend to be a jerk, but it's just something that comes off the top of my head. That mindfulness on how, because you could tell him, hey, bro, stinky boy, go take a shower, you fucking smelly fuck.
It's like, nobody wants to smell you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, hey, bro, you're a little musty right here, bro. You want some cologne? I got you. You know, you need some deodorant?
Right.
No problem. I got you. You know.
So mindfulness and consider.
Yeah, consider it. Changing your words. You know. Yeah, consider it. Just to narrow it down a little bit more.
So mindfulness is like knowing how you're saying stuff.
Yeah, consideration, just caution, whatever.
Or knowing how you're perceived.
Yeah, could be like in a room, you use the respect aspect. It's like when someone talks to you, you get up, you shake their hand, look them in the eye, good eye contact. Just all these little tiny little things, you know.
That would make sense.
I feel like that's mindfulness. Mindful of your manners.
Right, being fully aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
Mindful. That is what it would.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
That is cool. That's cool. That was easy.
That was easy.
That was easy.
I'm sure it can get more complicated, but
we can make it more
That's enough. That's enough.
It's very good.
And then we talk about self-reflection a little bit.
Yeah. I can go again.
You can try it.
Fucking, well, what do you guys self-reflect on? Is there anything that you guys have
What is troubling your mind
to think about? Yeah, what's troubling your soul? Is there anything that's troubling your soul? I like to quote often the ancient one from Doctor Strange: we never lose our demons, we only learn to live above them. It's like, that's true, and I like that saying, but I like to start with identifying what those demons are. You know, greed, lust, fucking envy, fucking, the 7 deadly sins could be fucking
bad
dishonesty.
Right.
Yeah, all those fucking things. And how do you do that? Law of neutralization, bro. How do you do that? Combat their polar opposites. You combat lust with chastisation, with discipline, no semen retention, and fucking not no semen retention, and then and discipline and working out and shit to increase your shit.
Mainly just with that lust aspect is mainly not fucking to fuck.
Exactly, but that's how you stay busy. You know, you semen retention, you gym, and you fucking don't fuck. You chastise yourself.
Just don't fuck to fuck.
Don't fuck.
Don't fuck because you're like, I need to bust.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Hold that shit in, my friend.
Like, come on.
Keep your life energy. And then, so neutralization, do all those shit. Figure out your demons, and then figure out the polar opposites to combat those demons, like greed with charity, and fucking all that shit, You know who you are. If you want to be a better person, or not. Live your best life.
If not, we'll kill you if you want to be trash.
He'll kill you. I mean... I don't care.
Be better if you're alive.
Be better. Do better. I'm gonna do my best.
Let me see how far along we are. Oh wait, I can just check up here. 44 minutes. I was like, we're not moving too slow, right? Nope. No, we're moving just right.
Yeah, this is about halfway through. Not too bad.
All right. So self-reflection for me. Yeah. I don't necessarily self-reflect.
You don't really need to. You have a really good train on the tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what you say.
I mean, that's what I've observed. I call it how I see it, my friend.
It feels fine. It feels fine, but I'm like, the only self-reflection, I'm like, what can I do better now to be in a better place later?
I was gonna say, yeah, that's self-improvement, bro. Yeah, that is self-reflection. But that's the you're like. Yeah.
That's how I
it
use
is.
my self-reflection.
Right. But honestly, that just boils down to self-improvement. You don't have anything to correct. It's just improving. Self-reflection also implies something to correct. Like me, behavior and correction in behavior, correction in mannerisms, correction in, consideration. We got a pretty solid thing on that from what I've seen,
God damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn.
You just don't have much. If you don't self-reflect often and you don't find a need to be like, yo,
I
I'm
might have
fucking
done
up.
that already. Actually,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
might be right.
You know
I
what
did
I'm
take
saying?
a lot of psychedelics.
There you go. You just
Take
beat me to the
psychedelics.
punch, bro.
Take psychedelics.
And that just means that you know yourself truly to the core better than I do. That's why I'm still reflecting and still trying to
Right.
figure shit
'Cause for
out
me-
with myself.
Cause you're not like, damn, sometimes I'm an asshole by
Yeah, exactly.
accident. And
Yeah.
I'm like, for me, I'm like, if I was an asshole, it's cause you're probably being a fucking bitch or
Exactly.
something.
You're just
like,
a neutral guy, bro. You're like the most Switzerland motherfucker I've ever met.
it's like, bro, if I'm an asshole to you,
Yeah.
you did something to me.
Exactly.
And I'm just helping you acknowledge the fact that you're being the asshole here.
Exactly. Congratulations. You're an asshole.
Yeah, basically. And they're like, oh my god, you're an asshole. Be like, dude, this is a reflection of yourself. Okay?
Exactly.
It's like you're dumb. But that makes sense. Yeah, the
so
way
yeah,
I
man.
really self-reflect is that.
So yeah, good. Do you reflect often about music? Like, oh shit, I could do this on music. Maybe I could do that.
Of course.
Maybe I could try that.
Of course.
Tell us. Tell us
I
what
listen.
those
I listen
do.
to a song and I'm like, I need to do that.
Yeah.
But I listen to my music, and I don't self-reflect on it. Like, damn, that sucks. I'm always like, this sounds better than I would have ever thought it would.
Nice. You have a very positive outlook on shit then.
Yeah, sometimes I listen to my own song and
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even believe it's me.
Yeah, like, whoa, good shit.
It's like I made this. Yeah, like I'm like,
Yeah.
I made this shit.
It's like when you draw a picture that you don't really mean to draw, but you draw it fucking great. You
Yeah.
can't replicate that draw. You can't do it
Exactly.
again. You can trace it, but you can't draw, like,
Right.
genuinely draw that shit
That's
again,
me
so,
with
yeah.
all my songs.
Yeah.
I legit
Beautiful.
haven't recorded, made. Tell me to play that song. Hell
Can't
no.
do it.
Hell no.
Can't do it. Let me play the song for you.
It's like, legit. Let's go to Spotify. You can listen to it there.
Exactly.
You telling me that I need to remember all those chords? And
That's
all this
just-
shit?
that's
I
another
can't.
level. That's another
I'm
level.
like, bro, that's
Maybe.
legit another fucking
Yeah,
level.
maybe someday, but not today.
Legit. That takes way more practice than
Yeah. Fucking radicals. So yeah, so what was the topic? It was
self-reflection.
self-reflection. Yeah. I have a lot more. Yeah, just try to be a better person. That's all we
Self-reflection.
really need. Just be a good person.
It's really trying to fix. Is it fix?
Yeah, improve. Not yes, fix, but also improve.
Oh, you fix and then improve.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be a bitch.
Cool shit.
Very cool shit.
All right, so then we're gonna talk about aspiration.
Aspirations.
Aspirations.
Yeah. All right.
And what this word means, you know?
What does this word mean? What do I think it means?
What
Dummy guy
does
first?
the word? Yeah.
The dummy guy first. Let's get it. Aspirations. I actually know this one. Excuse me. Aspirations aspire to strive to be, to want
Yes.
to embody, to
To
take the characteristics of and embody them
Right.
in
To
yourself.
hope to become.
Yeah, to adopt those characteristics. Yeah, hope to become is another good one. I aspire to be a good person, but I feel like the best aspiration in life is to be a gentleman. Fucking legit gentleman, bro. Well mannered, well respected, well tempered, well dressed. Carries himself the right way. Very considerate, but very fucking like vicious. It fucking needs to be. Like very well groomed, very well presented. That fits in with well groomed, and well spoken. Just all these things that are just next level, bro. Like you're dressed well, you speak well, your mannerisms are very like reserved and on point, and fucking just top G level. You know what I'm fucking saying? Like just ultimate. You're reserved, you're mature, you're fucking. What else? You're kind, but you're also vicious when you need to be. You don't take shit from fucking anybody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Not a walking mad.
Yeah,
Like,
but you're kind at first, You're kind,
Right.
But you're also people can just detect this sense to not
Like,
fuck with
don't
you,
fuck
you
with
know.
you.
Just
Yeah.
gentlemen, and the greatest representation or the greatest way I can describe a gentleman is what comes back to the Kingsman movie.
Yes.
Hemingway, and what Hemingway said is just is being at ease in one's own skin, and
Yes.
where you're not where you're trying to be better than not your former man, but better than your former self.
Yes. Yes.
We talked about this, but we did. It was great. But it's that, just
Aspiring to
ultimately
be
better.
the best capability that you can acquire.
Always being better, top G level.
Right. That's why I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna retire.
Yeah,
I'm always gonna be working on something.
that's good.
It literally
That's
sounds
good.
like boring as fuck if you retire.
Well, once it gets truly boring, then you probably retire. But then once you're working on stuff that doesn't require work. It's not work. It's just
Exactly.
play. You
If
know
that's
what I'm
what's
saying?
implied,
Yeah, it's
then
no longer
I'll
work.
retire.
Because work implies that you need to expend effort, time, whatever resources to get those,
Right.
get money, currency, whatever the fuck.
And it's time that you don't
trade
wanna spend
for.
doing that.
Exactly. That's why we
Exactly.
trade time for currency.
Right.
And once that's no longer an option, hopefully, you know what I'm
Right.
fucking saying?
Party
Hopefully that's not
anywhere
a
we
problem.
want.
So financial
Do whatever you want.
stability.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sounds about right.
Then we're good.
Right.
But after everything after that, it's all play. It's not even considered work.
Right.
Bro.
That's when the people will say you
Yeah.
have retired.
Exactly. And
But to
the
you,
only-
you're like, I'm still doing the
Always
same thing,
working.
but
Yeah.
it's different.
The only thing that's different is like the work aspect is honestly you have to put in effort to get something out of it. In this case, working out, that's work. Working out. That implies working out, exercising, motivation, gym. We go gym. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah. So,
So what-
aspirations. My aspiration is to be a gentleman. That's
What-
my aspiration, to be a well-rounded individual. I've said this all the time, to be capable.
Well-rounded.
Fucking top
I was gonna
G.
tell you, well-rounded is. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, just being a well-rounded individual, all through and out. And a truly rare man knows who he truly is, like down to his fucking core. He knows himself. Like he knows, yeah, I'd probably do that, and not. So I'll make the decision to not do that.
Right.
Or I mean, that's the only thing that comes to mind is just knowing yourself enough to like not make a decision. That's the only thing that I know. Well, what do you think? What has a decision implied where you have to incorporate that? My fault.
Incorporate what specifically? I got lost.
Fuck. Being the top G, being the well-roundedness.
Now, what would you think you'll have to do? That's what you're asking?
I think so, cause I got spaced out too.
Fuck!
Fuck.
Wait.
Fuck it.
But
Let's move on.
I'll talk about what I aspire to be like.
Yeah.
Is that what the question was?
I think
what are your
so.
aspirations? No, what are your aspirations? For you, you already answered what you aspire to be like,
Forgive
right?
me, chat. I'm dumb.
Gentlemen. But what you aspire to be like and what your aspirations are intertwined.
Yeah.
Like you can't really just have one or the other. They're both together.
Yeah.
The end goal is to be
Aspirations-
both at the same time.
Yeah. Aspirations are to be a better person, so I aspire to be a gentleman.
Exactly. But you don't have anything specific, which I
do
found
you mean?
troubling.
What do you mean?
Like, how do you tend to acquire this?
Well, social status,
Yeah, but
the-
you
the
see, that's a
usual
broad.
shit.
That's broad.
It's very broad.
You have to be like, how?
How?
Yeah, you say social status, right?
Yeah. you have to
We're gonna break
go
this
up
down
the
right here.
fucking chain.
Right, we're gonna break this down right here. Okay. You say social status to go to the top. How do you think are you gonna get to that level? That's my question.
By leveling up your profession, leveling up your money, leveling up your time management, leveling up your stress.
Do you have any idea how you would do that?
Connections?
So
Get
networking.
connections, networking. Yeah.
You seem like a networking guy because you tend to talk.
I can talk to people. I just need
I'm
to
like,
get
I'm
out
like,
there more.
exactly. Yeah. Like my friend Eddie, he's just like that.
Yeah.
He's just social as
Fuck.
fuck. I'm like,
but you know what's cool?
I'm like, God, give me just 25% of his sociability, dog, and
You know what's
I'll be
cool?
sad, dude.
You know what's trippy though? I'm very social. I can be very social.
Right.
I was a fucking class clown throughout school mostly.
Couldn't be me,
Could
dude.
be the center of attention, could not be. But there are times where I've had enough of fucking people and I need to be alone.
Right.
Like I'm like, okay, you ever been outside and your fucking social meter with people just runs out and you're like, all right, I'm done. I gotta go home.
Literally,
I don't want to be around any
literally
of you.
20 minutes until any party.
That's beautiful. You gotta fix that,
I'm
my
like,
friend.
fuck! I want to go home already.
I feel it. You got to at those points. You got to mingle more. You got to.
That's why I'm like,
into it,
I'm
you
like,
know?
get lost in the social
Yeah.
conversation so that you don't think about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because then it's too easy to just fucking leave and bounce, and where you could have missed out on some cool shit that happened. You
Yeah,
never
it's
know.
usually because it gets boring to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like
You're just a very ascended person. Because everybody else talks about, no offense, the shit that we are not interested in. Not to talk down to anybody. It's just our interests are not aligned.
I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah, why are you talking about that?
Yeah,
Jersey Shore, fucking
sometimes
Netflix?
in the middle of a conversation, I'm just like,
right. You really, you're that's what you're focused on.
yeah, like, why are we talking about this?
Really?
And why is this important?
How does this help you, bro?
And that's when people see me as a dick or an asshole.
Yeah.
That's the only way, though.
And that's why they don't want to hang around us. Sorry.
I'm like, some people like it, but in general, most people won't.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm
Exactly.
like, hey, whatever, fuck you.
People will fall off. People will come to you if time allows, if things allow, if you're networking, if you're a social butterfly. Don't be afraid to have people fall off because
Right.
people are not meant to be in your life forever. Also, welcome new people into your life because
Exactly.
new networking opportunities and just opportunities in general, man.
Like, for me, I'm like, I have my own strengths and have my own weaknesses.
Knowledge.
Exactly.
Reservations.
Like, I'm good at being
Intellect.
rational and logical
Yeah.
and all this kinds of shit.
Yes.
But I lack in other stuff like networking for that fact
Yeah.
that I don't go out.
Yeah, same.
That's just literally it. So I like to hang around some people that do,
Yeah,
so that balances itself out.
that's true.
That's why I like having friends that are just fucking out there, because they're the ones that I'll be like, bro, I'll be on the computer, I'll research these topics, we'll talk about it. You go out there, and make friends, dude. Because we need those people. We need those networking aspect. You can't have one without the other. Because if
Yeah.
you have one without the other, nothing works.
Right.
So you need connections, and you need to be valuable.
Yeah, you need to talk to people.
Yeah. So like just being valuable is not enough. People have to know that you have value.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
know. So you can't just have one. So you have to, if you're liking in one, you either become friend with a person that
That
has
right,
that side.
Right.
You
right.
know.
Got you.
And that way it balances out.
Connection.
Exactly. You're like, let's go.
Let's go, bro.
It's like I might be quiet and reserved.
Allow me.
But I have a friend that is loud and out there.
Hey, yo, what's good?
You know? So and I have a couple friends that are like that. You happen to be one of them, but you don't go out as much.
No, I don't.
But
go
if
out
I was
not
like,
at
hey
all.
John, go out. This is your job.
Yeah, let's go out.
He's like, this is your fucking job, God. Go out and fucking socialize with people. Find out who is willing.
That's scary.
I'm like, you can do that.
I can do that.
I'm like, I
don't
can
like
do that.
to.
Oh, if you don't like it, it's different.
Well, just because, like, bro, we've been over this. People are on our wavelength. Depends on where you're going. If you find like-minded people.
Exactly. You're going
you
to
know?
places specifically looking for those people.
Let's go to a library. Let's go to a bookshop. Let's go to a
Imagine.
fucking... because people who are intellectual
hard to find
read.
those kinds of people.
Yeah, but then
Exactly.
people who are often in a cafe often just want to be left
They're
alone
boring,
to
yeah.
read.
They're boring,
people.
yeah, because they're like, they don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I'm like, you need to. That's why the
College.
internet.
College
the
libraries.
for sure, dude. That's why. But for me, I'm like, that's why being in the
Control.
internet helps.
Focus.
Like for me, I'm like, being on the internet helps a lot
Yeah.
because you just put yourself out there and people will see you.
Social network.
And if they gravitate towards you, they follow you and they like your videos and they talk to you, and now you're building this little community. They can depend on you and you can depend on them,
Oh, bro, absolutely.
which is good.
Cool shit. Cool shit. Cool
But like, let's
shit.
say what I aspire to be like.
Elon Musk.
He looks unhealthy. So
No.
his mind,
Okay.
his body, not so healthy.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's dope.
Joe
Dude.
Rogan's a good aspiration.
I like a bunch of Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah.
Like
He's healthy.
Like,
He's got
healthy
a
as fuck.
open ass mind. Open as fuck.
I'm like, that's definitely.
Andrew Huberman. Andrew Huberman's definitely next
That's
level.
who I wish I was.
That's who you.
I'm like,
Hey, that's a good goal. That's a good goal. Be smart as fuck. Be jacked as shit and tatted the fuck up. It's
like if I really was,
not what he's known for, but you know, it's like
like if I really was to aspire to be specific things, I'll be like, probably study some type of science at the very front edge of it. Like legit being the guy that knows information before it even comes out,
yeah,
and being the guy that's done the studies.
yeah.
That'll be dope.
That's cool.
Or like performing music, obviously.
Yeah.
If I can do that, let's go.
That's cool. You know what I kind of want to be? I think it's cool, but I don't know if it's good long term because these are phases in life that I'd like to enjoy. I'd like to be kind of, you know, who, Justin Waller is. Justin Waller, he's
I've seen his
friends with the
face.
Tates, and
Yeah.
So I think he has his own construction company. I don't know the most about Jay.
Oh, the guy
Jay
in the
Waller.
suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Kendrick?
the guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude had his own construction company. I'm not sure if he still does. I'm not sure if he has multiple. Dude does a lot with construction. I'm sure he started as a construction worker, now has his own company.
He builds buildings, yeah.
That's the kind of guy I want to be. The one who's not afraid to work hard. Like, you can see on his skin, like, he's been through it. Like,
Like,
you
he did
see his
shit.
hands.
Right.
Like, you see he's fucking been through it, but he also looks good in a suit. He also has the
He's
fucking...
huge.
You know what I'm saying?
He's huge.
He's very he works
He looks
out.
bigger
you
than
know?
normal
he's
people.
he's fucking he's not a small guy, you know, and
Yeah.
the construction workers are
Okay.
often strong.
I get
so,
what you mean, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There's a profession that requires you to be strong, capable, but you're also capable enough socially to where you could fit inside a suit, network with higher individuals, present yourself in a higher light, articulate yourself in a next level type of way to where you're seen and heard and respected well and well thought of throughout people. That's not an easy thing to do, man, because your integrity has to be up there, your standards have to be up there, you can't lack, you have to be fucking financially stable, successful, because people don't recognize you without financial power or like financial stability. There's just so much that goes into that.
So
And
basically,
that's my goal.
You have to be willing to put in the work, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
You're that guy, dude. You'll be a good slave. That's what I'm telling you that. I'm like, bro, but if you are a slave to yourself, then we'll go a
I
lot
want to
better.
work for myself eventually.
Exactly. Like, if you're slaving for yourself,
Yeah.
imagine that. Because you work hard. I
I'm
would
a
say
fucking
you work a little too hard.
Why?
Because
Why?
it's because you're working for others. But if you're working for yourself, that would never come.
So are
I'd be
you
like,
saying...
you can't work too hard for yourself.
So, but okay. So here's my defense why I work so fucking hard. It actually comes with a lot of perks. Some perks aren't like it's not a residual perk that happens all the time.
Right.
But there are considerations and perks that I do get for doing the most, going beyond, and fucking like putting in the work, man. Like. And often that happens in life too, bro. You put in the work, you don't always get recognized, but like eventually the work speaks for itself. So whatever who is around to see that shit, they're like, oh shit, who the fuck did this shit? Oh, I already know it's this motherfucker.
Exactly.
Because
Which
you know
is
what I'm
good.
saying?
It's good. For
You
me,
instill that. You feel me?
Yeah, like for me, I'm like, I just like to be seen.
You do enough, bro. You do enough.
Enough to be seen as that way.
Yes.
But not to be seen as over the top.
Over the top, and you're not doing the least to where you're lacking. You feel me? You do just enough to make the boat float,
I'm like, you know,
but
I'm
not
good.
sink.
You know, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying?
They're like,
I'll keep not a drop of water in that boat, my friend. I'll throw that water out, but you keep it enough.
You're making us look bad.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but also now you know what I mean when I choose to work hard a little bit more. You're just like, why the fuck is this fool working hard right now?
Like, relax.
That's why, bro.
Like,
it's like those little times you don't think people may not be watching. I may be doing it just for nothing, but I figure someone somewhere is gonna one, appreciate it, and two, see it and recognize and be like, yo, I know this was done by this person, so good for them. Maybe
I do that, but for particular reasons, and it's only in the way that it's something that I want to be portrayed as, so in that way,
right?
Like editing videos or making music and stuff like that. I want people to think that, oh, he really is good.
Yeah, you are good, bro. You're fucking great. Hey, you're great. Thank you.
It's like that type of shit. So like in situations where I see nothing coming from such perception, I'm like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only reason why I do that.
I feel it.
But in this type of scenarios, like talking to people in the internet, for example, and editing videos to make them look cool and entertaining for people.
Shout out us.
we do that so people are like, oh, they're putting in work.
Yeah.
And they're acknowledging that. Besides the fact that we might be making interesting topics.
Yeah.
And talking about cool content.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, that's where I put that's where the perception I want
that's where your effort
to go to.
Truly effort where above and beyond goes. Bro, I see it. I see it in your fucking videos, bro. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen the amount of videos you produce. One, you fly through it like it's fucking nothing. Two, you're fucking really good and you're very like, you have a great mind. And I have a great mind too. And that's why I think boom and boom make fucking boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. Fucking ready. Let's do this shit. Become yin and yang and fucking become balanced and fucking centered. And amazing.
It's like a multiplier.
Yeah, exactly. Just multiplying off of each other. Hey, I'm good. Hey, you're good. Let's be fucking great.
It's like, you just became better? Well, I have to be better now.
Now I gotta be better. Shit. So once you're better, then I'll be better than when you were better.
Exactly.
Bro, let's get better.
Exactly. That's funny. And then
Amazing.
we talk what we aspire to be like.
Yes, top G.
Basically, but then
Without all
now,
the-
who are your mentors? Like who are the people you aspire to be
Can,
like?
can I go first?
You can
Can I
go
go
first.
first? All right. Number one, top G. Number one,
Top G.
top G.
No problem.
No problem. Number two, Nipsey Hussle, for his motivation, drive, work ethic, mentality, and like change for his culture and all that shit. It's fucking beautiful.
Okay.
I wish I knew more about MLK and Malcolm X, but those are other great minds. Revolutionary as fuck. Don't
Shout out Liberty.
Shout out them.
Shout out
But
Liberty. They
I would
seeked out
also
liberty.
say, yeah, for sure. Goggins for sure. Look up to Goggins for his drive and his motivation and his like stay grit, stay hard. Don't fucking don't take shit from anybody. Be a fucking savage monster. Jordan Peterson for his linguistic expertise, talking to people, formulating, articulating himself.
Very articulate.
Very articulate. And then 5 would be let's say I thought about this. I'll say mentors. Okay, I'll give you a real life mentor, Alberto, my roommate. Why I looked up to Alberto to begin with was because when we were much younger, times have changed, but when we were much younger, he was social butterfly, very assertive, very well respected, and people liked him. He was a very likable person, you know,
Right.
and he was fucking killer with the ladies, lady killer, confidence on point, and he had high integrity, he had high morals, he knew the value of respect, but nobody's perfect. You feel me? So
Right.
he had his shit. But
Mike.
for me, for me, I had to. I was a kid that came from a flawed upbringing, you know, being
Not
from a
very
trailer
good.
park and shit,
Right.
bad habits, lying, stealing.
Right.
I got called on that
Bad
shit.
situation, basically.
Yeah, I got called on that shit by him, none other than else. It was just like, bro, he's just real. He was like, yo, bro, you don't have to say shit, you don't have to lie, you don't have to do anything to impress anybody, if not me, bro. You just got to be real with yourself.
Right, exactly.
He was one of the real persons to like. That was just real, being real, and coming from a place to a trailer park where. Not people weren't necessarily phony, but it was just survival of the fittest, and people would lie to you to your face to get the fucking money in your pocket or whatever the fuck you have that we don't. So, very different lifestyle.
Like bullshit hustling.
Bullshitting for sure,
Right.
and hustling, basically. But he taught me you don't have to do that, and you don't have to lie, you don't have to do all that, any of that shit, because there's just a need to be better. Like he taught me the
Yeah.
value of being a better person.
It's like building your life on top of lies.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of building your life on top of being genuine.
And he put me back in school too, bro. Because I could have easily dropped out and became my older brother and just not went to school, not finished high school.
Right.
Didn't even get a fucking GED. Just fucked off, bro. I could have easily been me, easy.
Mm-hmm.
But he showed up at my house one day and was just like fucking. I think I said this on the birthday podcast, but he dragged me out of bed.
Oh yeah.
Metaphorically.
Get your ass to
Get your
fucking
ass to
work.
fucking school. I don't care if you're
I mean,
sick.
school,
Get your
yeah.
ass to school.
Yeah.
So, shout out to my guy. And then he was just very assertive and very vocal. Like he wouldn't be afraid to get down. I've seen him almost fucking like get ready to knock a fucking dude out. It was
Right.
great. He's also and I could also see him like talking with his homies and then just turning around the next minute and then just like articulating himself in a well-respected manner, you know, talking very calmly, using different vocabulary, speaking very proper.
Right.
I was like, yo, that's fucking dope. You know, people can say it's phony, people can say whatever the fuck. I thought that was dope.
Nah,
He
that's
used that
how it's supposed to be.
universally. Yeah.
You're supposed to know how to talk with whoever you're with.
So-
It's not just one
Right.
way to talk.
So those kind of aspects and characteristics that I saw in him, where I'm like, yo, that's actually cool.
Yeah,
Fuck, it's
you're like,
genuine.
let's fucking do that.
I want to embody that. That's what I did. So that's why I looked up to him for the longest, to be that kind of person. And then I found myself, it was funny as shit. I found myself when he was gone and I was around a bunch of youngsters and I was like in 12th grade, I found myself preaching hella fucking knowledge, mad wisdom and shit to all these youngsters. I
You're
felt like
you guys gotta be better, dude.
Yeah.
Get this shit together, get this money.
and what's funny as shit is I'm pretty
Right.
sure if they're watching, I don't know where they are, but if they're watching, they'll be like, man, I remember this cat on the fucking
Right.
school bus telling us all this shit. And he was a real cool ass kid.
Right.
And then there's people at fucking Best Buy too when I'm working. And then they're just like, they talk to me, you know? Because some
Right.
people they're new, they talk, they work, and they're like, you know, why are you here? Why are you working? And I'll fucking
Right.
tell them, like, hey, I'm doing this, you know, I'm doing that. They're like,
Trying to be
they're like,
alive.
damn, bro, like I've heard this, dude, you're a cool fucking guy, and I don't take the compliment. I'm like, thanks, man. I try to be, you know, I'm working on myself.
just
I
be
don't-
me, dude.
Exactly, but I've heard other people talk to other people about me. They're like, "Yo, bro, this cool. This dude's cool as shit. Like talk
They're
to this
you're
fool."
like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck
and
yeah.
try not to inflate your own ego, but it's just like,
I'm like, let it.
you're influencing certain people's lives by being a top G
Right,
in
yeah.
your own experience, you know. So
Yes.
that's how, and that's why one of the reasons why I looked up to Alberto as a mentor, to embody his characteristics of being top G like,
Right.
and that's why I look at top G, because
You're like,
dude's
he's
a fucking
good influence.
he's a positive influence, yes. The topics are very controversial, but we know that's just a facade character.
Exactly. It's just to blow up. Yeah.
Yeah. But from what he teaches and preaches and tries to instill in all of us to become strong, capable, independent, and fucking self-worthy, I guess.
Right. It's
That's a great
self-improvement.
thing.
Yeah.
That's a
It's,
great
it's like
fucking
if you read in between the lines, you
course.
realize that he's just telling you be better, do better.
Act better.
Don't fucking sacrifice your life
Yeah.
for something that isn't worth it.
Don't be a simpy bitch.
Exactly. Put in the work where the work should be put in.
Yeah.
And
Have
get
fun.
the thing that you want to do. Exactly.
Yeah.
And most of all, make sure that once you get all this, have fun.
Have fun.
That's literally a whole point.
Nah.
You're only here to gain all this stuff to have a blast.
Have a blast.
Because
man.
imagine having all the money and just to be fucking miserable.
What good is
Wow.
the man that gained the world but lost his soul?
Wow.
Boom.
That sounds like it sucks.
It does suck. Ask the dude, bro. Ask the dudes. They're around. They're everywhere.
Like
They have
for me-
no soul.
For me, the people that I aspire to be like are basically just really smart scientists.
Andrew Huberman's not a scientist, but he's fucking smart.
Well,
as
Andrew
shit.
Huberman is a scientist.
Oh, he's a neurologist. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
Neuroscience.
people like that, yeah. So
Yeah.
people that really want to know how they work, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then people, obviously, I make music, so I have musicians that I aspire to be like.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Aurora, she vibing, dude. She is.
Go marry her. Go move to
crazy.
Norway already. You fuck.
That shit crazy. Go watch her live on
Hey,
YouTube.
shout out Aurora. Come marry this fucking man. It'll be
Watch
the
her
best.
li-
It'll best decision of your life, right
Watch
there.
her live, dude. She's so crazy. But I'm just like, it's like seeing somebody genuinely enjoying what they're doing
Yeah.
and just like trying to do more. That's what I appreciate. Like Andrew Huberman, he's like, he knows so much.
Let me share it with y'all.
Only to share it and keep learning more to share it.
Yeah.
Like what?
That's amazing.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
More of this on this planet will be quite
How do you
useful.
have time for all this?
Exactly. He
Thank
makes
you.
the fucking time,
I'm
which
saying.
is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing like with Aurora. I'm like, dude, you're so good at making music.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't even wanting to be a musician.
Oh wow.
And the way she saw it is like, maybe people need to hear my music type thing. Because some people were like her mom was like, dude, your voice is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And when I hear it, it makes me feel fucking good.
Go sing.
Exactly. So she was like, you should give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, fuck it. If it really does make you feel like that, we'll find out. You know, well, I'm gonna make it, and then you hear it and you're like, this sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then you see her vibing out, just singing her songs,
Yeah.
fully engulfed in that shit. You're like, bro,
That
amazing.
looks awesome.
Yeah. It's like the same thing.
It's a little trippy when you first see it, but if you're enlightened, you're enlightened.
I'm like,
individual.
dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
I'm like, if more people could do that, because more people will be worried. They'll be like,
Yeah,
how
they're
are people
self-conscious.
perceiving me?
Yeah.
She's
Am
like,
I too freaky? Am I too weird?
yeah, she's like,
I'm chill.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly,
She's like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, I'm not going to stop being who I am just because you think I'm weird.
That's cool. Shout out to those secure ass.
I love
people,
that shit.
man. That's
I love that
amazing.
shit. And if we had more of that, we'll have more unique people.
Individuals.
And because there's a lot that just hide it.
Yeah, there's a lot of insecurity. There's a lot of insecurity.
And that tends to hide the uniqueness of each individual.
Very true.
You know?
Very true.
So if we had more of that, no, like let me be who I am fully,
Yeah.
even if you think I'm weird. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm fucking saying, dude?
It works.
It fucking works.
Andrew Huberman, he was a weirdo too.
Shout out Aurora. Hey, we're all weirdos when we first started out. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm
like
definitely
like
a weirdo.
Andrew Huberman was. He's like, I'm weird in a way that I love teaching people.
That's great.
He's like, you asked me one question, and guess what?
wanna
I
go
just
tell
gave you.
everybody.
He's like, I just gave you a 30-minute lecture just because you asked me one question.
That's amazing.
He's like, yes, that's kind of annoying, but this is
Yeah.
who I am.
He was explaining
can't
about
help
that
it.
too, you know, because he was like figuring shit out, and he was like, now I actually want to tell you how I fucking figured it out.
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah, that's amazing.
He's like, bro, I figured it out. I could tell you everything right now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm like, let's fucking go.
You want to know? I got you. You got time?
So I like people like that are like, I am weird, but I like it. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a good weird.
Yeah.
You know? It feels good. Like, he feels good that he's capable of learning all this shit, and Aurora feels good that she's capable of singing and expressing herself through her music.
That's dope. I like that.
I love that shit.
That's dope.
I'm like, I love people that can fully express themselves through whatever they want to
cool.
express themselves through. You know?
I like hustle. I like drive. I like intense effort, and I like discipline. I don't like discipline because if I did like discipline, I would be the most self-disciplined, sharp motherfucker
Right.
here. But I'm not, evidently. So
Right.
you know what I'm
To
saying?
me, I'm like,
Room to
discipline.
improve.
Exactly. For me, discipline is just like, it just allows, when you have discipline, you're allowed to do more that you like.
Right.
Because you're not getting in your own way. Because discipline is just really you getting in the way of yourself,
Right.
which is super annoying.
Fucking hate it.
But when that comes around and it becomes less of a fucking struggle,
yeah.
then you're like, oh, I can do things more freely. Like, you can enjoy more stuff
Yeah.
without having to, like, drag yourself to a particular area.
Yeah, you procrastinate less. You fucking
Exactly.
hold yourself more accountable, so you don't procrastinate if at all.
That's why that's just so useful, dude.
Yeah,
People should be very disciplined.
people should have a martial art or like a practice that incorporates discipline.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Like
jujitsu.
as children.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to fucking have it or fucking make it when you're
Exactly.
an adult.
You
'Cause
already
that's
have.
a drag, yeah.
Right.
And the problem is having adults with no discipline.
Babies.
It's
big
just a
ass
fucking
babies.
mess. It's just a fucking mess,
shit,
yeah.
bro.
Like, it's okay when you're a kid with no discipline because we can still instill that in
Still
you.
that, you know.
But when you're an adult, you're like, don't tell me what to do. You're like, well, fuck.
Well, you're a faulty fuck who's gonna fail at his own failings. So figure that out.
Right. They're going to have to learn it by going through something very hard,
Figure it out.
which is the worst.
Cry me a river.
Like, hey, you're the undisciplined bitch here.
Know what I'm saying.
Should have figured it out
Should've
before
fucking
you
got
were here,
disciplined.
bitch.
Started doing some push-ups, man.
It's alright. So we're like, what do you aspire your life to be like?
Top G.
So legit, just freedom.
Jay Waller. Fucking yeah, freedom. Having a need that is strong and necessary, like construction, doesn't have to be construction, but something like that. An undesired job that's necessary. People don't really want to do it, but there's a certain profit and there's a certain gratification that comes from doing
Right.
something hard that nobody wants to do, but you do it anyway. And then also being so secure in that shit to where you can also have time to master other realms and shit and other capabilities, like being a gentleman, having a nice suit,
Right.
well groomed. You know what I'm saying? So fully capable in all aspects. Not all aspects, because I don't want to be top G in basketball, but
Right, I
the
get it.
relevant
Yeah,
aspects.
right.
You know?
That stuff you like.
Yeah, mannerisms,
Right.
fucking intellect, fucking financial stability,
Right.
fucking
That makes sense.
you know, just activities and fucking and networking, just getting to grow your circle and try to
Right.
just fucking recruit people to be on the same level up.
Okay, so-
you know, the same
So it would be like
integration.
you're trying to get to the highest level you could acquire,
Mm-hmm.
so you could help people acquire that level.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's what Tate's trying to do. But like,
Right, but it's a
but
good
for my own circle though.
right. It's a good thing to go towards.
Yeah,
Like, try to become your best self so you can help others become their best selves.
exactly.
It's very,
That's cool.
very. That's why I'm like, podcast, dude, works. You know what I'm saying?
We'll do our best.
Because let's say we get some traction.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, we like this dude over here at work, for example, or this dude that we know is very fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a job that they fucking hate.
Yeah.
And we're like, we'll just come to the podcast, dude. Maybe we'll give you some shout out that people have acknowledged who you are and they start following you on a particular social media.
Yeah.
And you could work off that. Imagine that.
That'd be cool.
You know?
We need to get cool enough though.
Exactly.
Let's do our
That's
best.
part of the work, dude.
Let's
That's
do our
part of the work, dude. But that's the cool thing, right? Like, we could actually become semi-big, not even huge.
Yeah.
Just like 100K.
Just helping people.
Yeah, and then be like,
Blow
come
up.
to the podcast, we'll talk to you, and maybe people find you interesting.
And if not, Fuck it, become more interesting.
Exactly. Dude. Exactly.
Fuck it, become more interesting. Go hit
Like
the gym.
now
Go
you know, bro.
skydive.
It's like now you know you're not that interesting.
Yeah.
And now you can become interesting.
Be an interesting guy, you know? Be cool.
So it's basically just that.
Be interesting as fuck. I'm boring when it comes right down to it, but I'm so interesting as a person. Somewhat. My mind is interesting, I'll say that. My mind
For
is
me, I'm
interesting
like
as
I
fuck.
find life interesting.
I find
So I
a lot
find-
of things about myself fucking weird. But yeah, what were you saying?
Weird too, but I'm like it's a lot of interest in a lot of things.
Almost definitely.
It's very hard to not be interested in anything.
I like knowledge.
Exactly.
I like the intriguingness of knowledge, the thirst for knowledge, because you're like, whoa, this is cool. Is there more? Because
Like
that's also cool.
Right, understanding feels good.
Yeah.
Which is a cool thing.
It's like a thirst. You're like, whoa, I kind of want more, because
Right.
more understanding needs to more positivity, bro. Like when you understand your dopamine levels, for example, bro, you know not to
Right.
stack dopamine, not take cold showers,
Well, how to
work
get
out,
work, yeah.
loud music. You need to moderate yourself, you know? Just
Right.
like that moderation, it makes you more aware and more disciplined. Makes you
Right.
aware for your discipline.
It allows you to do more things. Right. Right.
Correction, my friend.
What? And then we have two questions.
Oh shit.
Two very last questions.
Oh shit. What are these questions?
Semi
my
weird
guy?
questions.
Step outside of your mind for just a moment.
This is a segment of, hey, we have time, so we're gonna do some questions.
Enter the realm of the trippiness. Here
Giggity,
we go.
giggity.
Oh shit. So, what's the first question?
The first question is, what if instead of the sun in the sky, okay, you saw a giant eye that was just fucking looking at you?
Bro, trippy shit.
Like, what's your first thought?
I'm shitting myself, number one, because that's kind of
Like,
fucking
what the
scary. Why is there a giant eye looking at me? Number two, who the fuck does this giant eye belong to?
That's my first question. It's like, who's looking at me, bro?
What the fuck is this? And three, am I gonna die? Because this thing is obviously big enough. If it decides to kill me, kid, just
For that eye to be that
boom,
big.
you know?
exactly, yeah.
That's scary. There's a fear for that. It's called that big ass fear of large things. I forgot
Delusional
what it
fear?
is. Yeah, no, fuck you. There's a fuck. But anyway, fear of large objects. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Something
I mean,
phobia.
I'm sure everybody's
but-
scared of large things.
Bro, but just like
Dinosaur?
That
That was a
much?
huge dinosaur. I'll be scared of that.
yeah, but like a huge ass eye as big as the sun
That's-
looking at you, like what are y'all
Imagine
doing?
you could hear it swinging.
Yeah, like
Like-
looking and shit, just vroom, vroom,
Yeah.
bro. That's scary.
You're like, is that
Scary.
God?
No,
Is that fucking God out there?
I'm shitting myself every time I go outside. Is that thing looking at me?
I'll be like, we need to hire all the scientists and have this shit figured out by the end of the week.
What is that?
Who the fuck is that?
Blow it up.
For real.
Oh
What the
shit.
fuck?
That's funny.
Eyes don't belong where the sun is.
Yeah, no, they don't. In this realm of physics, where things like that don't happen, things like that should not happen, bro. There's not a fucking eye in the sky, bro. It's a sun.
Pretty trippy.
It's fucking trippy, bro.
Crazy question.
What color would the eye be? What would the color be? Would it be
Maybe-
rainbow? Would it be trippy rainbow? Would it be
No.
red? Bright red? Would it be
Red?
orange?
Orange.
Orange? Like the sun? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
That'd be trippy.
It'll be like illuminating.
Yeah, like a
Like a
light.
glowing-
Like, whoa, I'm looking
yeah.
at you, bro. That'd be trippy as fuck.
Alright.
Just saying.
Alright.
Alright, what's the next question?
What's the next question?
Trippy.
If you could be God for one day, what would you do?
Alright, this is a heavy answer. but
Heavy.
I would. One, I'd correct the damages we've done on Mother Earth already. We as a species.
Fixed.
Like plant
Snap
more
of your
trees, water's refilled.
On the spot.
Fucking glaciers are frozen.
Right.
Protect the wildlife. Fucking. And honestly, also as well as the human scale, I would restore some population in animals. I would restore. I would take the homeless and the unsheltered and the hungry. You know, just like suffering, strife, and everything. Like it's present, but there's provisions for everyone and everything. Like there'll be more crops. There'll be plentiful like trees for wood, so you can make your shit.
There's
You know,
enough of everything for everyone.
yeah. The soil will be fertile, so you can actually grow shit. The weather will be more consistent and more well timed, so you can actually the rain produces crops.
Right.
You know,
It's
and
like
then-
rebuilding the planet.
Yeah, basically
but
restoring the
with
actual.
the consideration of us living in it.
Yes, exactly. But also, I would fix the injustices. Like I don't know if I would do anything about the rich and the poor because that's not something. I don't know. I feel like I could solve. I still don't know enough about money or anything like that.
I don't know enough for me to
enough.
be like that shouldn't be that.
Yeah, that wasn't even a thought for me. For me, just righting all the wrongs and trying to balance out all the imbalances would be my
Right.
main goal if I was that kind of divine entity. Just even out the balances or balance out the unevenness in the world. That's what I would do.
I was God. First hour of being God.
What the fuck?
For real. It's like, okay, let's figure this shit out.
Yo, we just do breakdance moves.
It's like you move
This
your
is
you
the
move your
shit.
fucking pinky and you fucking go backwards in time.
Exactly.
You're like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
For real, it's like
Clench your fist, a whole dimension forms right beside you.
like,
What
hey,
the
what
fuck?
So my first thing I would do is like, where are the aliens?
Oh, you're
wanna
looking
know.
for the aliens.
I want to know, and not just any aliens, like the smartest ones.
Mm-hmm.
If I show up in front of humans, I'll be mad. First things first, I'll be like, what the fuck?
Dumbass.
We don't seem we don't seem that smart.
We're not. We have so much more room to grow. But anyway.
Yeah, but I'm like, where are the aliens? That's my first thought. And then since I'm probably gonna become Alexis again the next day,
Mm-hmm.
leave some type of message.
No way. You can't. That's part of the
I'll find a way.
deal.
I'll find a way.
Leave some sort of proof that okay,
Right.
so it can't be a no because something is so direct.
No,
but it could be like something.
Something
a
indirectly
change.
indirectly activating the memory of I was God.
That too, but also there's a change evident that like, bro, there's not that couldn't have happened. Excuse me, that could not have happened
okay.
if I was not God. Like that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you did something
Like,
so.
This is not real.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah.
genuinely known to you, like you fixed the Statue of Liberty, or you made the Empire State Building smaller, or like something that you thought of, only you thought of.
Oh, like
and then
only
once
if I
you-
became God, I would do that.
Yeah, and then if
Just
you
in
came
case
back
you
and
forget.
saw it, yeah, then you're like, oh shit, I was God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bring back the mammoths or fucking
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Yeah. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll definitely do something like that. But besides aliens,
Make the trees bud trees, and then shrooms grow plentifully.
there's already enough of that, dude.
No, I'm saying
Dude.
but every single
like
tree in the world, bro.
if you go to India, like I'm telling
Is it
you,
like that?
by the Himalayas, bro.
Just mushrooms and
No,
trees.
there's weed everywhere.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Saguru was like, just to get to the Himalaya, you're pushing away weed
Oh wow.
just to get through. And by the time you get to the mountain, you could just go like this and have hash in your fucking hash blunt.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He's like, but we don't smoke it because it's too much and we're over it.
That's
Type
beautiful.
thing, you know? And he
beautiful.
doesn't like being high because he's like, I'm high all the
All
time.
the time. You don't really need to be
It's
more
like-
high if you're already high.
Exactly. He's like, I smoke, I'll just be sleepy.
Permit me to politely disagree. I'll get as faded as I
You're
want
like,
to. As
I need
much as
more.
I want to. You know,
And
like
for
that.
him, it's free, so he can really get as high as well.
Right, that's
Because it's
beautiful.
just growing out there.
Yeah, if it's in abundance though.
Hey, yeah, that's
if
what I'm
you have
saying.
abundance, you're not really tripping.
You're over it.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
over it, yeah.
That's crazy, huh? That's crazy, huh?
Huh. But the same thing with mushrooms, they used to grow on cow shit.
Cow shit.
Just naturally. Yeah. So it's like, it's pretty out there, and they're fairly easy to just sprout.
That's very out there. Just saying.
You know?
Probably.
So there's a lot of weed. There's a lot of mushrooms in this planet. So
There's
no.
a lot of
So
beautiful
no.
shit.
Or
Well,
maybe,
maybe.
maybe I'll force everybody into a psychedelic trip on the spot. Just be like, everybody, psychedelic, 1, 2, 3, play, drugs. Everybody
Drugs.
on the planet. on
Everybody
drugs.
just standing still, just
Yeah, exactly. Out of nowhere, bro. Just like,
That'd be fucking trippy, bro. And then you wake up and then see everybody just still tripping.
exactly.
You're like, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Besides that,
Enlightenment.
something that actually helps the planet, just increase the baseline of
Yeah.
horrible things. So the worst thing that could happen to anybody is maybe they don't eat for one day. That's the worst.
Yeah,
Everything under that, not allowed.
of course.
You know, that's what I would do. Be like, fix that shit real quick. Maybe you starve for 1 day. 1 day is good, bro. You basically fasted, dog.
Yeah.
You basically fasted, dog.
You're good.
You know, so that'll be a good thing to fix.
Would be a good thing.
Solid shit you could do if you're God.
What would you do if you were a god? What the fuck
one
would you
day.
do? Would you go to war with other gods? Kill them? Start an apocalypse?
No. We're talking about the God we're talking about God of creation, the guy who created everything.
Excuse the fuck out of me. Sorry.
There's nobody who can stand against this God.
I was gonna say, bro, fucking Norse gods go to war with fucking Greek gods. Who's gonna win, bro? Tell me in the comments below who would win, Norse or Greek. Please tell me.
Yes.
I personally, I can't answer this without so much hate being shared at me because I really fuck with Norse mythology, bro. But I started my fascination with Greek mythology. I don't know who would win.
I think the Greek gods are more vicious. They're not as vicious as the Norse god. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
They're just not as vicious.
Not as vicious. I don't know though.
Because Zeus against
bad motherfuckers.
Zeus against Odin. For example.
I don't know who's smacking that shit.
I'm like, Odin's gonna beat that motherfucker's ass because Zeus is out here just fucking animals.
That's what I thought, but I thought Zeus was like legit a G. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but that's like in his realm.
Right.
And then Odin.
Is Odin a realm in all aspects too? Not a realm. A G in his realm.
Yes, he's the top G.
Because he knows everything.
Just like Zeus is top G in his Greek mythology, he's Odin.
Yeah, but Zeus isn't all knowing though. Odin is.
But exactly. He's done.
I'm saying.
He's done.
I think we got our answer right there.
We got our answer right there.
We got our answer. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Shit.
Who wins?
Who wins?
Norse
you
gods.
decide.
Norse gods against Greek gods.
Bro, I fuck with Norse.
And then the god that I like most is the god of creation, which is the guy that created everything, even the other gods. That guy wins every time. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
All right, so we're done here.
I was gonna say, what if we met the God of creation at the end of our creation? When our creation ceases to be, is when we will be
reunited. Yes, you become one with it.
With the creation itself.
Yes.
But are you going to be conscious to experience that oneness with creation, or does it just drift away to where you just become one and nothing really matters because you have no consciousness? You're just one.
Those are two perspectives that people have been thinking about for a long time.
Interesting question.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
Alrighty. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.
See you later.